A quick heads up, I haven't made a video like this in like 19 months. So yeah.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Hello everyone, it's your favourite little fake gamer boy here, Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet, the greatest beard in all of esports entertainment. Yes! Today I'm going to talk to you about money, I'm going to talk about Patreon, supporting the channel and helping me out. Make my bulge grow. These videos are always actually quite difficult for me to make. It's just weird talking about money, right? Like, think about the last time you spoke to your manager about a pay rise, or you had to discuss salary or hourly rate in an interview or something similar. It can just be a bit daunting and a bit awkward. Money fucking sucks, but it's part of the world we live in. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. So let's just fucking get to it. Here we are. I am incredibly lucky. I'm lucky enough to be a full-time content creator. Move my mic just a bit closer, like a true professional. That is mostly, if not due entirely to you, the viewer. If you watch my videos, if you like my videos by hitting that like button, if you share my videos, if you subscribe and fucking smash that bell, you are part of the reason that I can do what I do. And even more so than that, if you support me via Twitch subscriptions when I stream, or via my Patreon, then you are helping me far more than what your YouTube views give, because YouTube is just difficult to monetize these days. My primary income source, my largest income source, my majority of my salary as it were, and the money I get to help support this channel and help this channel grow, is through Patreon. Patreon has changed my life. It keeps a roof over my head, it feeds myself and my family, although my wife does work as well, and it helps to support and keep the lights on for this whole rodeo. In essence, this channel and the content I create is predominantly crowdsourced, and I think that's refreshing and exciting, but also scary at the same time, and I could do a whole video talking about how crowdsourcing as your primary income is just a fucking trip. Now, I've already said how it's my salary, but in essence, it's actually the income for the business that I am. I am not a limited company as such, I'm a sole trader, but I have to pay out for things as part of this channel and the creation of the content that I make. From the tickets that I use to enter events on MTGO and scrub out on stream or in video, to the camera that I'm recording with now, to the lens upgrade from last year that I'm recording with now, to the microphone in front of me, to, like, I guess even the energy running the power in this room and my internet connection that this was uploaded via, right through to editing software, the Dropbox things that I use to collaborate with other content creators, the flights to events that are predominantly not paid for by anyone but myself and the company. Essentially, as you can tell, there are upfront costs to running all this. What I'm just getting at is that I'm not asking you to give me more money so I can buy a fucking, I don't know, a Gucci belt buckle to hit my imaginative children with. Is that an inappropriate joke? That's probably an. I'm comfortable with the level of income I've got coming in. Of course, anyone would want a higher income, but the primary reason for me making this, well, there's two. One, things wax and wane, which I'll come on to in a moment. And two, I want to grow the channel, and I feel like in the current setup, I can't do that. I need to upgrade my editing and gaming rig that I use for all the content that I make soon. I need to pick some overhead lights for my office and some front-facing lights to improve the quality of unboxings, some paper deck text that I want to try and do, and just generally the look of my channel. And then the next biggest one is that I want to be able to start paying into collaborators, mainly an editor. I want to be able to offhand some of my editing workload, which will free up more time for myself and also allow me to make more content. My plan is always to edit the big meme gameplay videos, so it's always my creative voice in its entirety, and that's where I cut my teeth, that's where I got my growth from, and that's what I always want to do. But things like my slow plays, EDH and chill, or even some of my to-camera vlogs, I think could benefit from having an outside editor, with myself still having full creative control, but it'll save me so much fucking time. At the moment, I stream once to twice a week, and I upload 3 and 5 videos, but really I want to stream 3 or 4 times a week, and I want to upload 7 days a week. And under the current setup, I just can't do that, it's just not practical. Now, I know this will make a lot more content, and people might be thinking, well, fuck it, I can't watch all this shit, and some of the stuff he does I don't even like, and I get that. Not all the content I make is for everyone. EDH and chill, and like the Brexit modern video, might have some crossover on a Venn diagram of fucking dirty perverts, but I get that those videos might have people who like just those things. We've got got other things as well. We've got my facing camera to head talking about Magic, which probably appeals to a much wider demographic than, say, my Pioneer Legacy or Modern gameplay. But I don't want any of these to suffer for the others. I want to put them all out all week long and grow my viewership, grow the channel, and just grow and develop the content that I make. And it's just not doable under the current setup. Now, I know I might get some emails and some comments from people going, I'll edit for free, is like a fan thing. And whilst I appreciate that, what I'm really looking to do is actually fund paying an editor that I can have a working relationship with and say I want X, Y, and Z and not feel guilty for using their time because I'm paying them. I also want to redesign the logo of the channel. I want to redesign the cover images and just rebrand a little bit as well and just improve the overall quality and experience of what you're getting from it. And I want to clarify, I've spent money that I've been getting from my Patreon and my ad revenue and stuff already on things like this, like the microphones and the cameras and such, but I want to be able to invest more in those things. I've already paid previously Inkling Customs, for example, to make emotes for me. Her commissions were open, I got to do emotes for my Twitch channel, and when I finally get partner, whenever the fuck that is, we'll have some more emotes like this too. I also want to say at this point that I do have a sponsor. Channel Fireball do help me financially, and I'm grateful for that, and they are very helpful, but for example, they don't pay for my flights out to events. They do help me with accommodation, for example, at events, but they don't pay for my flights, so there are things that I still need to cover. I'm so fucking lucky to do what I do, and I love it. It is the dream job, but I'm just reaching out to you, my viewers, to see if you would be willing to help support me improve all of the stuff I put out, and to support me with a roof over my head. The other reason I'm making this video now is that revenue streams don't always remain simply revenue streams. Sometimes revenue streams go sour. Ad revenue on YouTube waxes and wanes. The number of subs I have on Twitch at any one time waxes and wanes. The other thing, where Patreon's my largest income, Patreon, we have people who just can't afford to keep it up because they have to spend their money themselves. That's more than reasonable. Every month I have declined cards. I've just had the lowest Patreon income month since, I don't know, a year ago, because things have, lots of cards declined and people just can't afford it right now and are dropping off, and that's fine. People can't support, you know, crowdsourced endeavors forever. But that's why I feel like I do need to make these kind of videos to talk to you about what I can give back and why I need these sort of sources. And yeah, if I don't tell you this thing exists, how the fuck can you know it exists? The other thing as well is that demonetization is creeping up on YouTube. My video about how to beat Amulet Titan, it was demonetized. And the only thing I can think of is that I had the word beat in the title of it. Oh, it's similar to all my other videos that I heavily edited and meme. So fuck knows what that was, but YouTube will never be transparent, and I just fear as I get larger and larger, and as my audience grows, I maybe pop up on the radar of some YouTube rep somewhere who might glance at my content and they hear me say the word cunt, for example, I only get more heavily demonetized, because swearing is just not what they want. They want makeup tutorials, they want Jimmy Fallon, they want all that nonsense, because the homegrown, irreverent humour that YouTube fucking cut its teeth on is not necessarily the focus anymore, and I don't begrudge them, and I'm not frustrated. I don't want to move platform. YouTube is hugely responsible for where I'm at the moment as well, but I just know for a fact that the way I am will get me more and more demonetized. I need to be aware of that and grow other ways of supporting myself and my family and my channel. Keep this in mind as well. I'm going to put like grow my bulge in the title of this video to see if I get demonetized, because I can't make funny or slightly offensive titles to my videos. Like I used the word wanking in one and got demonetized again, deleted that and re-uploaded with the title. I have to think like SEO and the algorithm and what YouTube will do to me if I dare to fucking put the word wank in the description of a video. So again, I need to protect myself against that in future, and the best way to do that is to crowdsource from the people that enjoy my content. So, what does my Patreon provide? Well, the lowest tier is Adblock Absolution. If you use Adblocker and you give me $1 a month, you give me more money than you would give me from your views anyway, so feel absolved. This is the lowest tier with no actual like reward as such, but it's still a way to help support me if you've got $1 you can spare each month. $2, however, is where you become a Thraben Inspector, and this is where you get access to the Discord server, where we have a fucking thriving community of people. People have met on the Discord server, they met in real life and become friends. People meet up at GPs. I meet groups of people from the Discord at Magic Fests to hang out, chat shit, and get to put names to faces. We have a custom card league run by Danny at the moment. We had for a while people playing EDH quite a bit on Modo using the voice channels to chat. We play League of Legends quite regularly and people just hang out and chat whilst we're doing so. I regularly play League of Legends with people on the server. After Monday night streams, there is a tradition that we hang out and play games, normally League, perhaps soon to be Minecraft, I'll come to that in a second. on the Discord server. It's super active. I'm active on there. I'm not some fucking big wig, kind of a big deal e-celeb, although I definitely am that. The other huge thing is a Minecraft server. I have a Minecraft server coming. It's going to be launched today. This video has been recorded on the 10th of February 2020, and the Minecraft server is coming up today. And it has access to anyone who's part of the Discord. So anyone who gives me $2 a month on Patreon or higher gets access to the Discord server. It'll go live after the stream tonight at around 10-11 PM GMT when I'm finished. If you're American and you're a Yank, you probably have terrible healthcare because it costs you a bomb. But besides that, you also probably watching this after the stream, and the Minecraft server's up. So come and get involved with that. Some people have told me they're going to build the biggest digital penises ascending to the heavens they can, and I'm here for it. Build me a giant cock. There is then another tier that's up from the Threadman Inspector. It's more the stuff for spirits. It's more to give you an option to go to if you're kind of figuring out how much you want to throw me for a month or two. And then fuck that one off because there's nothing extra on there. Sorry about that. Blade Splicer. This is the big boy. This is $25 a month, which is quite a bit, but you get quite a bit for it. You are mentioned in the credits for every one of my big Mimi gameplay videos. You will come up on screen during the bit where I push the Patreon, and you'll also be at the end where I'll read your name out. I'm going to try and read them out in inventive ways. Hopefully auto-tune this week. We'll see how that goes. It also gives you access to the exclusive club lounge and a once-a-week Splicer call where I will hang out for an hour or two and chat to Splicers. I'll hopefully get to know you a bit better. We can talk about what's happening with the channel. I will often ask for input on deck lists, so your input could affect a deck that shows up on the channel. You also get to put a deck onto the Splicer deck list form, which I normally pick one from every week or so, maybe a little bit more, sometimes maybe a bit less, to play on a stream, a channel fireable video on their channel, in my videos. If it's particularly Mimi, might even make it into a heavily edited gameplay video. Those decks may be tuned up on Splicer calls as well and discussed and voted for by the Splicers. And then we also have the pub quiz, once every couple months, normally every 2 months. We've had 2 so far. It's a new thing. It's a new thing. We have a quiz. And in that quiz, it's like Mario Party, but you're left feeling much more fucking drained afterwards. The rules don't really matter. The questions are absurd. And the winner gets to win, this time round it was a Chilean Precon deck, 5 different boosters across Magic's history, a deck box, a fucking playing map. There's physical prizes for that shit. But wait, there's more! Beyond that, there's a foot tier if you want everything that's been mentioned so far, but also once a month to see pictures of my feet. Whatever floats your boat, I don't give a shit. I'm not beyond being a slut. And lastly, the astronomically high tier of $1,000 a month to be able to tell me once per month for 6 hours to stop being political. Because if you don't like my politics, there you go. There's your way to stop me being political for a little bit. But on that note, fuck Donald Trump and fuck the Conservatives. So that's it. That's the pitch. That's the whole thing. Send tweet. I hope this has been informative. I hope it gives you an idea of why I'm doing these kind of videos. I hope this encourages you to come and get involved with the community, the Discord, the Minecraft server. I'm going to end it there, and I'm just going to say to you, even if you can't, because you physically cannot and you don't have the money to support me, thank you for watching. For everyone who watches this video, for everyone who gets involved with the Patreon, for everyone who shares my videos, likes my videos, you are the reason I get to keep doing this, and I owe you a lot. I love you. Thanks for watching. I've been Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet. I'll see you all soon. Ta-ta for now.